Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting Vobes One-Eyed Kenobi Showbie with me, the bald-headed bloke they call the Vobes. Yes, it's another Wednesday. It's the 17th of April 2019, and I'm back. Did you miss me? A whole week goes past, and it just seems like yesterday that I was sitting here gobbling up that lovely Easter egg, or Easter chicken, I should say, that the lovely Julia sent to me, and it's all gone. I've eaten it all. Maybe a couple of the little eggs, I think, have yet to be gobbled up, but it's all gone. And yet, Easter has still not yet arrived. It's like waiting for Christmas, isn't it? It's like waiting for Brexit to be sorted out. I don't know. We get teased, we think it's here, and yet we've got to wait till the weekend. Oh, goody, on Friday. Goody, goody, goody gumdrops. Yeah. Anyway, hello to everybody. Lovely to see you. Let's have a look who's there. Claire Leach. Hello, Claire. How are you doing? You got a lot of thumbs up on the video that you were in with me. Paul Watts is there. Anne Osborne. Hello, Anne. Nigel Sadlow said, I'm not likely to be there tonight, so it's obviously his ghost is there. Andy Joy. Joy to have you, sir. Mark English. Hello, Mark. How are you? Dean Cooper, all right, matey, and Squirey, and nice to see you. Joe Smith, Emily Champion, it's lovely to see you. Thank you very much for coming along, and it's very nice to see you. I hope you're going to stay for the hour. Some people just sort of check in, they go, hello, and then they disappear. I don't quite understand that. George Timperley, not tomorrow, but Good Friday. On Good Friday, we shall see young George Timperley in action. A walking encyclopedia, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to steam trains. Yeah, he is. Lovely. We had a lovely day at the Bluebell Railway. I have yet to edit the video. I've been furiously editing tomorrow's one. When I say furious, I don't mean as in stressed and angry and red with smoke, steam coming out my ears. No doubt on tomorrow when I edit the steam train one, there probably will be steam puffing out of me ear lugholes, but haven't had that so far. Kushti Phil is here, which is wonderful. Anne Osborne says, hello everyone. Hello Anne, lovely to see you, very nice. Let me just move my thing up there a bit. Emily Champion says, hello, you shifty lot. What do I mean shifty? Are we all shifting about like that? We can't have that. Dean Cooper is, I've already mentioned Dean. Matthew Holdsworth, hello Matthew, hoping to see you on Saturday if my logs arrive in time. It's always been a bit of a suspect thing with the old logs. Joe says she's just popping in for a few minutes, other things to do. Joe? Not saying any more. Kevin Hall, Sir Lord, actually Lord Hall, as we now call him, Lord Hall. Fiona Cooper says, good evening, did I miss you? I spent the day with you the other day. Yes, you did. You spent the day with me and we had great fun. I have to say, Fiona Cooper, she paid for the Vobie One-Eyed Kenobi to go on the Bluebell as a treat, and it was an amazing treat, and she was so generous and very kind. And also, Fiona, whilst we're at it, you thrust this little book into my handy honk, did you not? This is Looking Towards the West Sussex County Church, country churches. Careful how you say that. Lots of beautiful pictures of churches. There they are. Look, some of them there. With informazioni. Nice cover for it. And a little lich gate on the back, which was very kind. Detailed drawings by Edwin Wilkinson, whoever the hell he is. But very nice, and give me some info and some ideas of some other churches to go and visit. So I will chuck that on the floor. No, I mean I will place that very carefully on the floor, cherish it, and we'll be off with the old camera to go and explore some more lovely churches. Thank you very much, very kind. Had a lovely day, and you'll see the video. Hopefully, fingers crossed it all comes out. I never quite know till I've actually put the thing together whether it's really going to work. But we do hope so. Oh, lordy, we do hope so. Now, we've got some interesting things in today's show. This is why you wait a whole week. And there's a bit of interesting stuff in today's show. So I wouldn't go away because we've got something that's been sent in by Elaine Brazier. And you don't want to miss that because it's something you can partake in. I'm not going to say any more for the moment. was something from Joe Smith. So, Joe, you've got to hang around a little bit. I know you want to get onto the motor racing, no doubt, on your big Netflix screen. A couple of books to tell you about. Also, oh, yes, a calendar. A calendar. The calendar girls are here. Yes, we've got the 2019 calendar. It's me, naked, in 12 different erotic poses. And it can be yours for £2.50. No, it's not that. Luckily, you'll be so pleased you don't have to hide your wallet. No, this is the product of Nigel Sadler, who has been very generous and produced this thing. I shall show you. I'm going to turn the page in a minute. I was debating whether I show you them all at once or make you wait throughout the year. And I think we'll probably wait throughout the year because it's quite great. And we'll talk about that in a moment, which is good. Let's just see how the comments are and how people are there. Ed Keeley, hello to you. Lovely to see you. Steve Pilfold, evening, bit late to watching Miss Leach on the big screen. Oh, well, no doubt she has been selected now. You know, Hollywood has beckoned and said, Claire Leach, we will take you and make feature films with you in. And why not? Why not? Kevin Hall says, he mentioned Brexit. Did I mention it? Yes, I did mention. What a dog's dinner that is. But let's not go on with that. Evening, Sir Vobes, says Ed. It's nice to see you there. Did you see any levers? Oh, what, at the Bluebell? Yes, I did see levers. George Timperley told me all about the levers. They were all colour-coded and did different things. It was most exciting. That's about all I can say on that. Lin Lu, hello to you, Lin Lu. Nice to see you. Dave Salsona, how are you? Did you have any pickled onions with it? Did I pickle onions with what? Oh, with my hen, my chicken, the chocolate chicken? No, not with the chocolate chicken. Tracy Highland, hello, Tracy. Hope you're well. Lovely to see you. Mick Baines is out there. Laura Riddle, Glenn Johnson. Hello, Glenn. Good to see you. Glenn Johnson, actually, I think you make an appearance in the calendar. Yes, in the calendar, don't you know? But you'll have to wait for that one. Kevin Hall says hello. What's he saying? Hello. Here we go. Myro Clydo, the mysterious Myro Clydo. Nobody knows who he is in reality. He's like the Scarlet Pimpernel. They see him here, they seek him here, they seek him there. They seek him everywhere. Glenn Johnson says, I've had a row with my neighbour over parking. She phoned the police. I've got a story about that. I've had... Oh, who's that at my door? Would you come out, police? Would you come out, please? The place is surrounded. This is the police. I've had the police in my house, ladies and gentlemen. I have had the police in my house about the parking. So I shall be telling you what happened about that. Yes, officer, I'm coming. As soon as I finish the show, I will put those shackles on and I will accompany you. Sorry about that. They're just waiting out there. They said I could do the show and then they take me back to the jail. Yes, I know. It's only an hour, for goodness sake. Give us a break. There's no point dangling those lovely handcuffs there. And as for the woman there in the fishnet tights, you can put those away for a start, thank you. I'm not playing those games. I know what they're like, you know. Paul Hine is out there. Hello, Paul. Lovely to see you. Robert Croser. Hello, Robert, my friend. We spoke on the phone. He does exist. He is not just a little bit of typing on the screen, hurling abuse at me. He is a real bloke who can hurl abuse at me. Yeah. Vicky Allam. Hello, Richard. Long time no see. What have you been up to, Vicky? Why long time no see? Buried your head in the sand. Didn't want to... Oh, the Vobe. We must hide from the Vobe. Linda Kane, evening all, she says, doing her Dixon a Doc Green. What a star George is, says Joe Smith. Dean Cooper says, sadly, I couldn't make it to Bluebell. I was looking after Worthing instead. Well, somebody had to look after Worthing when I left, because obviously when I leave, it sort of gets on a bit of a tilt. There was parking space outside your house for a change. Yeah, it was outside, the space was outside the front of the house, as opposed to being where it should have been, out of the back. But we won't let that worry us. Emily Champion says, I guess it was a levitating. Oh, the old levers. Yes, that's right. They were, funnily enough. Steve Pilford says, those lever colours, nice brown and white striped levers. The king lever. The king of all levers. And with this crown, bing, I thee wed. I thee levered out, mate. All right. Steve Pilfold is talking about EastEnders. I'm not quite sure why. Mark Selwood. Hello, Mark. Looking forward to seeing you later on in the year. And Robert Crossley says he's very human. Paul Whedon. Hello, Paul. Lovely to see you. Thank you for coming along. It's good to have you here. Glenn Johnson. Snap. He says, I sat in the road in front of the car, so she had to explain the police why she pined them. Why she pined them? Find them. Beg your pardon. PH for sound. Yes, thank you. Mr. Selwood, how do you do? Hope they're all right. I seem to have caught up with my end of that. Now, what should we start with? So many exciting things. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's plant the seed, first of all. Let's plant the seed. In today's show, the lovely Elaine Brazier has sent in a What's in the Box. And here it is. She has sent in a very own Guess What's in the Box. And here it is. I do not know. I've taken it out of a bigger box. And this is the box that has been sent to me. It says no peeking. So I do not know. It's quite heavy. It's about as heavy as... not quite as heavy as a bag of sugar. A typical bag of sugar. Well, maybe as heavy. So I don't know what that is. 2 kilograms, one kilogram, something like that. And it's got some instructions on the front. So you can start guessing for this because I have absolutely no idea and I need your help. So she has a list in Roman numerals, which I think is a clue. So she says here, number 1, you cannot eat them. Number 2, you definitely cannot wear them. You cannot wear them. Definitely, they are older than Richard Vobes. Number 4, a clue is in the first letter of Richard's Christian name. A clue is in the first letter of Richard. Well, that must be R for Richard, I'm guessing. Number 5, they would have touched your soul. And your soul is spelt S-O-L-E, and it's in bold. And number 6, also, a clue is in the numbers, i.e. brackets, the numerals. So the numerals are down the side. I'm assuming she's talking about the Roman numerals, which she has used 1, 2, 3, 4, what have you. So some of them have got V's in there. I don't know if that's V's for Vobes or V's for the numbers. So, yeah, that's... I don't know what do you think could be in the box? I'll read them very quickly again. So, you cannot eat them. You cannot wear them. They're definitely older than RV. Clue is in the first letter of Richard's Christian name. They would also have touched your soul, S-O-L-E. And also, a clue is in the numbers, i.e. the numerals. So, what do you think is in the box? I absolutely have no idea. I'm going to leave that with you to have a think and a guess, because we're going to open that and find out what is in it a bit later on. So that's very nice. So there we are. You'll be lucky to find Roz's turn up unless there's a few quid to be made in fines in the towns, says Myro Clydo. Carl Osborne says something from eBay. Well, it could be. Yes, it does say eBay on there, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure that is that's a clue. That might be a red herring. Dean says a bag of money in the box. Let's hope it is a bag of money. But there's clues. It can't be just money. So Julia's saying she loves this. Well done, Elaine. If anybody wants to send me a thing to put in the box, by the way, you'd be very welcome. It'd be great fun if other people sent maybe something, or even I suppose you could send an email with the item rather than having to send it through the post. But this is, I don't know what's in it, so this is what's great. So if you're feeling inventive and you want to do something like that, then it would be fantastic. Email me, I'll send you my address. Rocks from a Roman road, says Steve Pilfold. Well, that is very good. I like that. Yes, Roman. So R for Roman. Rocks could well be. It goes under your soul. So I think the Roman bit is a relevant thing, isn't it? R, Roman numerals, and R in Richard. I think that's good. It's a bit like, I don't know if you ever listen to Radio 4. They have that Clue series, don't they? What's it called? Not Down Your Way, or the Round Britain Quiz. That's what it's called. And it's quite clever, and they have these sort of cryptic clues. Rocks from a Roman road. I think that's very good, Steve. I didn't think of that myself. Mark Taylor. Hello, Mark. How the devil are you? Nice to see you there. Dave Sulcena says pub pint glasses. Where did you get that from? Where did you get that? The Roman bit is the thing, I think. Romany, says Myro Clydo. Yes, radishes. Who said radishes? Oh, Robert Croser. Yeah, that would be typical, that would. Yeah, no, I don't think it's radishes. What are the Roman numerals? Okay, so the Roman numerals themselves are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 in Roman numerals. But I think it's the clue is in the numbers as in the numerals, and there's a clue in the first letter of Richard's name. So I think it's R for Roman, you see, Roman numerals. I think that's the clue, Roman something. So who knows? It might be, soap. It might be soap, mightn't it? Could be soap. Big batch of soap for the Vobes for the Roman baths. Just see what I mean? Maybe. Were there any clues? Says Claire Leach. I've just read them out, Claire. We've just spent the last 5 minutes on it, Claire. Keep up. Roman sandals, says Claire. Oh, yeah, well done. Mark Taylor says, evening all. Nice to see you. Steve Pilfold, can't eat. So, yes, there we go. You can't eat them. You can't wear them. Definitely older than RV. Clue is in the first letter of Richard's name. They would have touched your soul. So, Roman road, Roman rocks, Roman something like that. It's very interesting. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Thank you very much. I saw the lovely Joe Smith the other day. Went over there. We filmed the lambs. You saw the wonderful Adrian Lidgett was there talking about the lambs today, and that video went out. It was marvellous. Oh, marvellous. What a man. And not only that, looking very Shakespearean, I thought, with his pointy beard. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's Shakespeare doing lambs. Yeah, so it's I don't know which particular play that would be. Shakespeare in Lambs, not Shakespeare in Love, but Shakespeare in Lambs. So it could be that. Anyway, lovely Jo Smith. She very kindly gave me some interesting stuff here. Some shampoo. This is made from wool, don't you know? Shampoo, Romney Marsh wools, made from wool fat. So shampoo, very useful for me. And then there's also here some hand and body lotion made from wool fat, which is very nice, and some soap. Romney Marsh soap, wool fat soap. It's all this nice little sort of presentation thing. So I won't be needing the shampoo. I might give that to the lovely Julia. The soap will be handy. It's sort of travel bag size, isn't it? So I might take this up to up north to Cumbria and Northumberland with the lovely Julia, and she can have the shampoo. I can have the soap. And maybe we'll get hold of Robert Croser and we'll rub the hand and body lotion all over him. That would be interesting. Maybe we won't. We may not do that. But thank you, Joe. Very kind. That was very nice. Thank you so much. That's very good of you. So that was nice. Let's just have a look. See you. Cynthia Walder. Hello, Cynthia. Lovely to see you. Stuart Douch has just popped in. Hello, Stuart. Lovely to see you. I thought RV was the oldest relic on Earth. Are they space rocks? Yes, they might be. Maybe they've come from NASA. Who knows? Myro Clydo says, Romani eta domnum. Yeah, you could dom them and wear them, I suppose. I'm not sure what that means. Rubber shoes, says Dean Cooper. Maybe rubber shoes. Shot glass. Shot glass. Where'd you get shot glass from, Claire? Where'd you get shot glass? Wendy Wakelin has joined. Lovely to see you. Robert Closo is saying, oh, no, rub it all in on the soles of my feet to be nice. Yeah, it might be nice. Anyway, so we're going to come on to that. Right, Elaine Brazier also sent, when she sent that, she couldn't resist it. She does love to send me books, and I'm not arguing with her. I love books. She sent some fantastic books. This one particularly interested me. The Lost Villages of England. a history handbook, and it looks brand new actually. It's got lots of interesting stuff about the lost villages, why they disappeared, some of the lost villages themselves, where they are, what to expect, what to look for, why they disappeared, etc., etc. Big tome of a book. Thank you so much, Elaine. That was really, really kind. So much to read, ladies and gentlemen. I've got no time now. No time to make videos. No time at all. And she also sent this rather lovely one. Look at this. A History of the English House. That's Vobes Towers, don't you know? In my dreams, of course. What a beautiful place that is. I don't know where that is. Is that in Shropshire? Is that in Shropshire? Does it say inside the... It doesn't... Hang on. Sometimes it says... Jacket. The Old Goat House. Oh, no, that's not it. It's annoying. Normally they tell you where these things are. Probably there. Anyway, another marvellous book with lots of information about the English house throughout the ages, 17th century, 16th century. Lots of pictures and drawings and, you know, all the usual. Fantastic. What an absorbing book. So, Elaine, I'm indebted to you. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. I love it. You know that I have a few books. Cynthia Walder will tell you she's been to my house recently, and she saw that I had a number of books, just a couple there, didn't I? Richard Suggett seems to have arrived. Lovely to see you. Nikki Jess, hello to you. Your up north trip must be days away, says Mark Selwood. Tuesday we go. We go on Tuesday, all being well. So very much looking forward to that. Nikki says hi. Steve Pilfer says Claire is asking for a double vodka, nothing to do with the quiz. Oh yeah. We're going to find out in a moment what's in the box. That's very exciting. Is it a pumice stone in the box? Oh, a pumice stone. Yeah. What is pumice made? Is that some from the sea? Is that like a coral stone? Is that what it might be? And your soul would have touched it older than me. It must be, it's got to be something rock-like, hasn't it? I think that's a good guess. Roman floor mosaic tiles, says Lynn Lou. Oh, yes, maybe it's a do-it-yourself new tiling set for the kitchen with lots of mosaics that you sit there and you make it up, and it's a big beaming face of the Vobes and his microphone and gimbal. That could be worrying, couldn't it? Could it not? Myro says hello, he's talking to I've got a book this week, says Emily, saying Eating for Victory. Wait, hang on. Haven't I got Eat here? Have you got this one, Emily? Is that the one you've got? I've got them all, you know. I've got them all. Eating for Victory. I did think about doing this. And next year, ladies and gentlemen, next year's 80 years of the Battle of Britain. September, of course, this year will be... well, will it be 80 years? No, it'll be 79 years, won't it? 79 years. But 80 years next year will be 80 years of the Battle of Britain. And I thought it would be fun to do a lot of stuff about the war, because we'll be celebrating that. And I did think about doing some of this cooking. So, Emily, if you want to come down on the show, pick a recipe, something like bullied beef or powdered egg or one of those. We could cook it here. Could do it on the Essie, but probably be easier in here with the studio and whatever. All sorts of exciting stuff. Potter pudding, Jack Horner pudding, semolina pudding, American bread pudding. They've got everything in this book. Chocolate sponge. It's amazing what they made stuff from. Mix the flour and salt and cocoa and sugar together. Bear in mind, everybody was on rations. How to fry, it says here. Fats suitable for frying. A good frying fat should be free from moisture, which makes it splutter when heated, and it should have been known as a high smoking temperature. So it gives you all the instructions. Is that the same book? Let me know. I also got here, in the same vein, Make, Do and Mend. Yeah. So that's quite exciting. Oh, shove that over there. Very, very good. So I'll be very pleased to know if that's the book. Let's just have a look down here, see what she says. Danny Harris says, good evening, Sir Richard. Very nice. Thank you very much for coming along, Danny. Richard Suggett says, I forgot what day it is. It's the day before yesterday. No, the day after yesterday. The day before tomorrow. Nikki Jess says, Glenn Johnson says, I want that book. I want it. Which one? Which one, Glenn? I'm not letting Glenn in this house because all my books will disappear. Kevin Hall says, Richard, we will have to build a new bookshelf, but this time go right up to the ceiling. I need more bookshelves. I want bookshelves in the loo. I want bookshelves up the stairwell, actually, because there's slowly getting more books. It is a strigil in the box. What's a strigil? What is a strigil? Emily, says Emily. Volcano, volcanic, lava. Oh, is it lava? Is it a volcano stone? A volcano stone. Used to get volcano stones that you could heat up and cook on. Do you know those sort of things? Linda says tessera. What? I've never heard of tessera either. I'm obviously very ignorant. Joe Smith says, this is exciting. Open the sodding box, she says. Open the box. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. I'm going to open the box. I know you've got other things to do. We've done 26 minutes. Jessie says, hello, Jessie's still saying hello to everybody. I'm always eating for victory, says Richard. Good. He's growing for victory as well, which is great. Yes, I can come and cook some mock cream. No, because you know where that cream is going to end up, don't you? I know you. You'll stick it on that funny pint into my face. You can come and we can cook stuff, but not mock cream or custard for that matter. But yeah, we'll come and we'll cook something. That would be great. Nikki's still saying hello to people. Don't mention the war. Haven't mentioned it. I'll bring my apron. Oh, Marv. Yes, I've got an apron in the other room, actually. It's very nice. Stripy apron. Steve Pilfords, can you put mock cream on? Yes, we were already one step ahead. Thank you. Thank you. We're not having any of that nonsense here. Yes, same book. I will work out some recipes we can cook up, says Emily, which is great. Pam says rissoles. I wonder if there are rissoles in here. No, you never know. Excuse me, very, very exciting. Solidified ash. Oh, solidified ash. Yeah, it could be. A strigil scrapes the oil and dirt off your body after being in the hot room at the baths. Oh, that's what's in the darn box. Where's Anne Osborne when you need her? Anne, you're good at guessing. We're coming to that because now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to have a look at the new calendar. Fantastic. Here it is. This has been designed by Nigel Sadler. He didn't put a hook on it, so I've used an old not a safety pin, a paper clip to hook it on. So here it is, the Bald Explorer. Now, if you look at that very carefully, that is actually the logo on the back of my car, which he has snapped a shot of or screen grabbed or whatever. That's actually the back windscreen of my car. You may have seen my car. You may have followed my car. You may have been cut up by me as I've hurtled through, because I do get a bit frustrated by slow drivers. Not keen on slow drivers. I sort of put my foot down and my poor little car doesn't go very fast. And I go like a bat out of hell. I have to be a bit careful because now it's sign written. So we're going to turn over the first page, and these are all the mastheads. He's picked out of said something like 300 mastheads from the Bald Explorer group. If you're on Facebook, you'll know that on the Bald Explorer group, I change the picture every day, mostly to be it's a snapshot from the video of the day. That's what I tend to do. Sometimes, if it's not very good video, not that it's a not very good video, but it's that the snapshot doesn't really work very well, I'll use an old one. But mostly it's a new one every day, and that's what he has taken. He said it was a difficult choice to whittle it down to 10 pictures. 10 because it ends in January 2020, and then you're into next year, you see. So, here we go. This is the one that starts off the calendar. Ba-bam! And you'll see that it is the lovely Julia and myself. And guess where we were when in that picture? Where is the lovely Julia and I in that picture? Can you guess? The others are all from the snapshots, but I don't know whether I want to show them because it'll kind of give it away. Everyone has different people in it. Me with somebody who has appeared in the videos. I'll show you that one because that one's next year. That's January. Look at that. See? Glenn Johnson, you're an international star. But I will save the others. I think that's a Only fair. But where were we on that one? If you know, let me know. Bung it in there. I'm going to hang this back up with this special newfangled method that I have got. I don't know whether these are available to buy. We will have to ask the lovely Nigel Sadler if he is able to sell them. And that would be great. So get your orders in. They start in April 2019, which we happen to be in. So let's have a look at some of the comments that are coming. Claire says, here we are. A strigil is a Roman implement for using in the baths. Is it like a loafer sponge? A loafer sponge? What do you call that? Big, long... You know what I mean. Mark Selwood says, what's in the darn box? Oh, he's done that. She's not in the box, is she? I don't think... do you know what? Actually, my dad, who is dead and cremated, came in a box when they brought the body back. It's a bit morbid. But they brought a box back not too dissimilar size-wise and actually not too dissimilar in weight. Can't be my dad because my dad's still on the shelf. Very odd when I went to pick him up from the crematorium. Well, actually from the funeral directors, because the crematorium had given them to the funeral directors. And they said, do you want to pick up your ashes of your dad? And you pick him up and he's in this box and they put him in a carrier bag. And I went to the car and I thought, what do I do with that? Do I put him on the seat and put the belt on? Because, the last time not the last time I saw him, but the last time he was in the car, he was able to put the belt on. Well, I had to put the belt on because he had to... Anyway, it was a macabre... It was just a weird thing. Put in a box of somebody and that's my dad. I'm not going to put him on the floor of the footwell or in the boot or slung on the back seat. So he had to sit on the chair next to me, and I did put the belt on. It was a very odd thing to do, but, we do odd things. Pumice. Oh, yes, a pumice stone. There we are, pumice. Used as if volcanoes, tertiary, small tiles used for mosaics. Thank you. Oh, hang on. Was that my phone vibrating? Is that somebody saying, get off? Oh, hello. Newsflash here. At least 28 dead after tourist bus crashes in Madeira. Anybody watching the show in Madeira? I think you better be careful. You've just had an accident. 28 dead. That's a nasty thing. There we are. Newsflash for you. Vicky says, in the box, maybe Roman Mahjong. All these... Are you sure you're not making this up? Mahjong, pumice, loofah... It's all very strange. Is your package from Colombia, says David Susana. No, it was from Dover. Could have come in from Colombia via Dover, though, couldn't it? Could have done. Who knows? Nikki Jess says, hi, Richard. Nikki's still saying hello to everybody. Hello, Nikki. We've done the hellos now, Nikki. You can stop saying the hellos, all right? Hello. Emily says, a pair of Roman sandals in the box. The back of your car as seen outside of pubs, says Steve Pilfold. Yes, apparently it has been seen outside of a few pubs. But you may realise, Mr. Pilfold, pubs also sell black coffee. They do sell black Americano, which I'm slightly partial to. The lovely Julia will acknowledge that. And Dave Ford, if he was watching, would say quite that I often just have black Americano or orange juice and lemonade. That's my mean tipple. Tend not to do anything else. Nigel says this, I thought you could give a copy to your neighbour. Oh, yes, talking of the neighbour. Would you come out, please? This place is surrounded. We have the police. I will tell you about the police raid on the Vobes. That's coming up a little bit shortly. We'll open up the box as well. John Berger has arrived. Hello, John. Emily says to sell down the pub. Yeah, that's right. Chai, says Linda Chain. As in what? Chai? As in tea? Maybe it's a big bag of tea. That calendar looks kind of creepy. Yeah, thanks, Mark. That doesn't look creepy. I asked you where you thought we were. Nobody seemed to go. Vicky, oh, here we go. Steve Blake is joined. Kevin says, is it Arundel? No, it's not Arundel. Is it Petworth? No, it's not Petworth. Vicky says, is it Glastonbury? No, it's not Glastonbury. Good guesses. Very good guesses. George Timfley says, when am I going to get on the calendar? I've only just opened the first page, mate. I have only just opened the first page. Goodness sake. Sorry, George. You're for the you've got to be over. You've got to be over 18, George. You're only 13, mate. You're only 13. You've got to be over 18. Goodness sake. You can't. Poor old George now. He can no longer after July the 15th, George. No more porn for you, my friend. You have to be over 18. We've all got to get our credit cards out now and be registering in the back room somewhere. Going, definitely me. Definitely. I've not. It's educational purposes, you understand. I'm not quite sure what the female form looks like without any clothes on. Purely educational, you understand. I'm not one of those perverts. So you be careful, George, now. Poor old George. Mark Selwood says, oh no, it's not that. Nigel Sanders says, I can offer them as a download. Oh, there we go. As a download, you can print them off yourself. There we go. Nice and cheap. If you want to download that and print them off yourself, you'll be very welcome. Get in touch with Nigel through Facebook, message him. I should bet there'll be hundreds and thousands. He'll probably crash his server with the amount of people that will suddenly want to get their hands on a copy of the old Vobes One-Eyed Kenobi's 2019 slightly late calendar, which would be great. Julia Hartley says, Elaine Brazier, good to see you. Is Elaine there? Has Elaine turned up? Is Elaine? Did I miss her? Where are? I haven't seen it. Elaine, if you're there, say hello. We haven't opened. We've got it. We're teasing them, but they don't know what's in the box. We're coming up to that very soon. Very soon. Try and just catch up with these comments. Laura settles, you just made me spit my food out laughing. Good. I'm very pleased. You'll have to clear it up, though. Suits you, sir. Yes, Elaine says, did they charge you 5p for the bag? Which bag are we talking about? Probably. Laura says, my uncle did the same with Grandad. Oh, yes, did they charge 5p in the funeral parlour? No, luckily they gave me the bag. And to be honest with you, I can't remember. I don't think it was branded. You know, you pay it. This is what I object to. You're not only are you paying for a bag, you go to the supermarket and you go, well, you've got to buy a bag. Yes, fair enough. All right, keep the planet safe. But you're paying to advertise that product. They should be paying you. That their bag should be free because they're paying you to advertise the name of their supermarket. It's all the wrong way around. I once did a thing, I think I told you this story once before. I once did a thing for Giorgio Armani. Yeah, old Giorgio Armani to drop a name down the chimney. And we did this promotion. I was on stilts wearing these T-shirts. They gave us these T-shirts that said Giorgio Armani. And we were standing outside the shop trying to get people in Oxford Street, before the protesters got there, blocked all of Oxford Street, trying to sort of sellotape themselves to trains. And there we were doing this, and at the end, we're handing back the T-shirts, and the lady says, oh, no, you can keep the T-shirts if you like. I said, why would I want to keep the T-shirt? You've just paid me a couple of £100 to stand on stilts and advertise your firm wearing a T-shirt. I'm not going to go wearing your T-shirt for free, and advertise your firm. She did give me a strange look, I can tell you. Pam Gill says, is it a rubber duck? You never know your luck. It might be. You're never alone with a rubber duck. If I remember rightly, that's a quote from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Dean Cooper says, my mother is in my brother's kitchen window. How many people up and down the land are still in boxes? How many people do you think there is? If you could count them up, they'd be quite amazed. If they could still sign the census or go to vote. Imagine that. It'd be quite funny. Oh, I see. Yes, big referendum. It's the people's vote. Yes. Oh, yes, we're having a people's vote. It's me. Yes. And I brought my dad. Yes. And my mum. I brought them both. Well, they are people. They were people, and they're still here. Look. All right, Dad, you all right? Yeah, let me out. No, I can't let you out. Let me out. Who are you going to vote for? Brexit. Leave. Who are you going to vote for, Mum? Remain. Are you only voting Remain because these are your remains, you idiot? Dear, oh dear. It's a bit of a dead loss talking about the deceased, isn't it? Bones. Are they bones? We're going to get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Time is running out. Claire Leach says, yes, he likes an Americano. Thank you very much, Claire. That's very good of you. Paul Watts says, it's Wells. Paul Watts, you are the winner. You I don't know what you win. You win a gargle, a free gargle. A free gargle for you. There we are. Yes, lovely Julia and I are in Wells. I think the smallest city in England, isn't it? There's the smallest city in Wales is St David's, but I think that's the smallest city in England. Robert says, is it Horsham Town Centre? No, it's not. We've just established that it's Wells. So there we are. Wells is my guess, says Myro Clydo. Well done. Joe Smith also says Wells. Yes, there we are. Once somebody suggested it, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. George Timpley says, only you would come with that. I guess you're talking about the... have you got your credit card? Or 20p for a paper bag. Yes, that's true. Right, okay, I just... my mother's watching Emmerdale. Well, good for her. Someone's got to. In Emmerdale, they just plant them, don't they? You know, when they're deceased, they just sprinkle them on the roses. Police story time. Oh, yes, police story time. Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. So, I'm minding my own... Actually, as it happens, the other day... 2 days ago I was doing some exercises. Yes, I do a few exercises. I was doing some press-ups and sit-ups and whatever. You've got to, stay reasonably fit for this walking lark. And there was a... Oh, hello, there's somebody at the door. It's unusual. I wonder who it could be. It's a very fervent sort of knock. And it's getting more louder. And when the door came flying off the hinges, I knew that they were pretty urgent. And I thought, yes, must be Jehovah's Witness, because that's how they knock. Just like that. Anyway, it turns out it was one of these plastic policemen, one of the community policemen, ever so nice little chap on his own. He said, oh, is that Richard? I said, yes. He said, now, what I should have said, ladies and gentlemen, I made a fatal error. Because as soon as I saw it was a policeman, obviously I knew it was about the parking incident. So what I should have said, and I will remember this for next time, I should have said, oh, is it about the rape? Or, oh, is it about the murder? Or, is it about the dead body in the ceiling? Or something, I should have said something like that. Just something to make him go, pardon? But I said, oh, you're here about the parking, aren't you? And he said, yeah. I said, come in, pulled him in, took him into the kitchen next to the Essie. Here's a word of advice. If you've got one room that's nice and warm and it's hot outside, take somebody you don't want into that room so that they're already uncomfortably hot. So the Essie was on. He comes out from the street, goes, oh, it's warm in here. I said, we're going in the kitchen. We go in the kitchen. Essie's warm like this. He's sweating away like that, Nice chap, though. Very nice. I'll be fair to him. He was a very lovely bloke. And he said, well, there's parking. I've come about the parking. He says, I know her side of the story. Can you tell me your side of the story? So I said, yes, of course. Now, I was charming. I was polite. I didn't get cross, didn't get angry. I set my side of the story. I told her all about it. I said I was going to be reasonable. I told him exactly what had happened and went through the whole thing, which I don't need to go through again because you know the story. And he said, the bottom line, he said, is we don't have any powers. It's a private lane. In one way, she can park wherever she likes. In another way, you can park wherever you like. He said, basically, it sounds like she is just not being neighbourly. And I said, yes. I said, that's exactly what it is. She leaves her car outside of my in my space. And I said, if she needs to park her car because it's dark and because she's a woman and she's coming back late and that's the only space, I said, I have no problem if she parks her car in my space if it's empty and then the next day she moves it to hers. I said, I have no problem with that. But she parks it there and she leaves it for a whole week. And the other week I was trying to get some logs ordered. And lo and behold, she's in my space. I had to cancel the logs. So he said, yes, I can see that's an issue. So he has then gone down and, all right, you woman, he's sorted her out. And you know what? She hasn't parked in my space since. That's not to say, of course, we haven't had long enough because she's left her car in one place. And so we haven't had long enough to see if she will. But fingers crossed, that will be it. Basically, he said, yes, she's being unreasonable and she doesn't need to be unreasonable. And, because at the end of the day, I said, well, if she is an arse, I will be an arse and I will just block her in again. He said, well, if you do, we don't have any powers. And I said, I appreciate you telling me that. So anyway, so that was the story where it wasn't terrible. There was no police guns at Shack. Yes, I am coming. I'm coming at the end of the show, for goodness sake. They're still here. I don't know who they are, but they're not the police, not the real police. I think they're the kinky police. Are you the kinky police? Oh, nice. They're in PVC, you see. They work at the BBC. Yeah, so anyway, so that's the story. Thank you very much, Jack and Ori. That was the story. Mark Selwood, he said it's Wells, yes. My granddad is on the roses. Nice. Prickly, but nice. Are they Roman gladiator centurion sandals in the box? Who knows? We can have a look. Mark Selwood says, why the heck bring up the police to something so trivial? Well, exactly. It's a very strange... That was her only deterrent, wasn't it? When I blocked her in, it was her threat. Oh, well, I'll ring up the police. And I said, well, you're very welcome to ring up the police. Which sort of was called her bluff. So then she had to ring up the police, and then they had to make a file, and so they had to come round, and then they basically admitted, we can't do anything. And so basically she's sort of shot herself in the foot. So that's that. My neighbour used 999 on a Friday night. The police were not impressed with her. Exactly. You know, that's so typical. That is so typical. Is it a bit of Hadrian's Wall in the box? Shall we open up the box, ladies and gentlemen? The lovely Elaine Brazier has sent this in. We've been going it. Lots of people have been guessing. I have no idea. I think Roman Steve Pilfold is the clearest thing. Something Roman. Bits of Roman rock. Who knows? So let's very carefully open it up. You can't eat them, and you can't wear them. You can't eat them. That's a shame, isn't it? Whatever it is. I am quite hungry, actually. So the moment is coming. Oh, it says on this box, fragile. I've been doing that. I hope it's not any of Elaine's relations in this box. We've been talking about people's ashes. Maybe it's a distant relation of mine that I never knew about that somebody's dug up. Very well sellotaped. It's like Christmas, isn't it? Oh! Ha! It's bubble wrap! Ha! There we go. Bubble wrap is in the box. You can't wear it, no, and you can't eat it. It's not that old, though, bubble wrap, is it? Hang on, wait. There might be more to this. Let's have a little look. What we like with bubble wrap is... firework night! Boo! Boo! Great. Oh, hang on. It's a bit of paper here with words on. Are you ready? I can't remember. A number of you have actually guessed this. You are much cleverer than I. Here we are. This is what it says on the card. Roman tesserae from Canterbury. Tesserae from Canterbury. So that's what's in the box, which is... bit of old rubble. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can see in the box there. Some bits of old tesserae. Now, I don't want to look underwhelmed. What do you suppose I do with this? It's old. This is Roman. This is where do I put that? Maybe I put it round my fire. So is this part of what is a tesserae? Is this part of just some old tiles? Is that what I ought to know this? I'm sort of like pretending I don't know. There's a whole load of this. So these are Roman. I'm guessing these look like bits of old Roman tiles. Is this basically it's Roman rubble? Is it? You can't eat it. Your feet, your soles would have been on. It's very it's very good. Elaine. I'm elated. I know I'm not showing it because I'm just thinking, what do I do with this? Maybe do I make it up as a mosaic? Do I glue it together? Do I make it into a pattern? Do I put it around the wall up here? Do I make I need a shelf. Kevin Hall, I need a shelf here to put some of these relics. these old relics. People will be now making pilgrimage to the Vobes to see the relics. I will make out that this is actually from the early Roman floor, the Roman floor in my house, because as you know, there was a hypercaust that went through my house. Richard Suggett reckons it's cornflakes. No, it's not cornflakes. Roman toenails. No, it's not Roman toenails. Roman tile. Popcorn. It's not Roman. Send it back, says Glenn Johnson. Yes, make a mosaic, says Linda Kane. Ah, here we are. It's Roman rubble. Roman rubble. Start building a road, says Emily Champion. Where did she get it? Is it really Roman? Well, this is it. Is it really Roman? I mean, it must be. It's a bit of old tile with some. It comes from Canterbury, so I don't know what that means. Did she? I wonder if Elaine went there in the middle of the night and thought, you know what Richard needs is a bit of Roman tesserae. She went there when no one was looking. Dug up. Maybe it's the bit where Thomas Becket was murdered on the Roman floor in the Canterbury Cathedral, and she's brought it here. Well, actually, some of it's got blood on it, so that may be true, actually. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Put it in your garden. If you put it in my garden, it'll just end up with all the other rubble and you won't know which is which. That's no good. Hardcore. It's very hard. No, sorry, Richard. You need your Visa card or your credit card now to get hardcore. I'm ever so sorry. You've got it from the July the 15th. You have to, if you want to download anything, you'll need identification. It looks like floured toffee, says Mark Selwood. You definitely can't eat it. You can't eat it, which is a shame. Joe Smith says, in your plant pots. Oh, yes, I could put it in my plant pot. It won't grow, Joe. It won't grow. What will grow? I'll get a mosaic growing out of it. What would you do with it in your plant pots? You put them in a shape to make a mosaic. Oh, I see. Right. Oh, okay. You could make a teapot stand. A teapot. Oh, I see. So I'm acting thick. So what would I do? Get a piece of wood, a bit of polyfiller or cement or something, and stick them in, and make. We'll have to make a video. Maybe the lovely Julia can come over and we'll make a video. And we'll make a teapot stand. That would be good. You never know. You say I never thought of that. What a brilliant idea. Put them in a jar and put them on a shelf. Well, we could certainly do that. Kevin, we need a shelf. Joe says, oh, Gould, that was fun. Good stuff. Place them all in an orderly square and call it art. Julia, we will make a video. Make a coffee tabletop out of them. There were loads of suggestions here. It's where we get the word tessellation from in maths, from repeated patterns. You're a school teacher, Emily. You are a school teacher. Thank you very much for that. They're great. I was you saw I was slightly underwhelmed there because I was slightly confused what a box of squared rubble was. But you've set a challenge, Elaine. So a teapot stand could be good. Might be a bit heavy. A bit of art. Maybe we could mount it and put it on the wall. How about that? That would be good. So we need to find some way of gluing them together. So if anyone's got any suggestions, maybe Kevin Hall, you probably know, don't you? Some like a glue gun with something you can set them in. There must be something. Is Kevin actually is Kevin watching? He is watching. I think he's watching. Vicky says Flintstone food. Not sure. Tesserae is Roman floor tile, probably from the bathhouse. There we go. Well, we were pretty close, weren't we? Mark Selwood says, I love the way Richard chucks it back in the box. This is well, it must be nearly 2,000 years old, so it's very, very important, this. And very precious. Irrigation. Yes, I can't use that for irrigation. If I swallow that, it'll be constipation. Slingshot for the neighbour. Yeah, she parks there. I'll have her. Not Turkish Delights. No, definitely not Turkish Delights. Todd Desborough has arrived. Hello, Todd. Wood frame would make a square of them. There we go. We're going to do something, Elaine. You set a little challenge. We will make a wood frame. We will glue it in. We will try and make a little pattern, which would be great. Now, Nigel Sadler says, by the size of them, they could be 1,800 genuine article. Well, yes. I mean, she may have got them on eBay. They might, you know, somebody's taken up their patio, and he didn't know what to do with it. Didn't get too far to go to the dump, so he's broken up his patio and he's shoved it all on eBay in boxes like that. Said, "Oh yeah, genuine Roman tessellation, mate. That's what it is. 250 quid, genuine article, very old." People have been buying it left, right, and centre, of course, and now I'm lumbered with it. So yeah, nice, different colours though. There's different colours, different shapes. Got a bit of a tile on one end. I will make something with it. It will be fun. We'll make a video. The lovely Julia and I will try and do something for your bathroom. For your bathroom, yeah, which is great. Do I get the prize for guessing the mosaic? Do I get a prize? Yes, you can have one of. You can have the one that I don't use when I finish the pattern, and there's one left over. You can have that one. Well, you could have had that one, only it's now vanished. Oh no, there it is. A little bit of magic for you. My nephew came back from school, age 6, using the word tessellation. My sister had no idea. They do that, don't they? If I remember rightly, Julia's son came back one day from school and couldn't stop saying flanges. Flanges. They were talking about flanges. And there was I, thinking that they'd picked a line out from a Harold Pinter play, where they were talking. What was the play where they were talking about flanges? And there's a Pinter play. Oh, I can't remember what it is, and they're talking about. It's a great little one-act thing. There you go, Kevin. Job for you. Marvellous. Make a frame. Yeah, Kevin could have done could have bunged it in the toilet. You could make a slip of clay or quicklime and set them in. I think the Romans used sand and clay. We'll think of that. Yeah, a bit of clay. Could get some clay out the ground. Anyway, so there we are. Something interesting to do. Thank you so much, Elaine. I hope you are watching. How brilliant is that? I was a bit, sort of. But no, we will do something with it. It's going to be great. It's a shame, though, that we can't eat them. That's the biggest drawback, though. But we can try, can't we? Sometimes you just have to... Sometimes you just have to do your best. It's all right. I didn't really... So there we are. Thank you so much. That's really good. I think we got through everything in today's show. To some love. Oh, and hence, of course, history of the English house. I reckon right at the beginning, it will probably have a mention about the Romans. Roman house. There we are. Look, the Roman house was made up of lots of tessellations. In the box provided, you will find a box of tessellations. Well, I never. Old Roman houses, there were 3 types, 2 of which are characteristics. They were the corridor type and the central court type. Practically nothing of these remained, but the foundations. There are occasionally some tessellations. Large establishments consisted mainly of buildings, some equal in areas and something to a small room. They were not considered typical villas. The corridor type consisted of a series of rooms opening one off the other and having a corridor on the side with an air and a veranda. The Saxon... No, we're not interested in the Saxon. Introduction to the Roman method. Romanisation of fertile areas of Britain began before the Roman conquest, so that the inhabitants already had dropped Roman industry, life and manners, including Roman methods of building. Big bucket loads of tessellations were ready for the Romans to make their wonderful mosaics. Little did they realise that 2,000 years in the future, that one of the lovely viewers of Richard Vobes' Vobe Show would be sending some of those lovely tessellations to him through a time machine so that he could read them out on the show. It's all in the book. Marvellous. Well, I've had a fantastic show. Thank you so much. Tomorrow we're looking at Jersey cows on the Vobe Show, on the Bald Explorer. Jersey cows and robotic milking. You get a different variety, you get a variety of videos in this show. Lovely Jersey cows. Thanks to Joe Smith for organising that, and to the lovely Peter Sargent, who you will meet, the most enthusiastic cow herdsman that you have ever met. He is in tomorrow's video. Adrian was the most enthusiastic lammer that you've ever met, who's Mr. Shakespearean in lamb. Which was nice. Bit of mint sauce on top of him, and he'll be very happy. So there we are. That is today's show. Done and dusted. Thank you so much. Jartley says phalanges. There we are. Phalanges. Phalanges. Clunch could be used. Yes, bit of clunch. There we are. We'll get some clunch. That would be lovely. Super sight of hand. Steve Fulfer, I had a man turn up once. Jet wash your flanges away, mate. Yes, you don't want any of that. That's rather personal. Oh, yes, fair dues. Fun evening, says Lindy Lou. Not Lindy Lou, Lynn Lou, beg your pardon. Great show, Richard. There we go. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. Fingers crossed. We will be coming from Cumbria, from Brampton next time. Julia and I will take a small webcam and hopefully there'll be enough internet in our Airbnb. Can't promise anything, but we hope to do a show on Wednesday next week from up north. We will have met and been out with the lovely Robert Croser, so it will be quite fun. You never know, we may even get Robert Croser on the show if he's prepared to come over on the Wednesday night. We haven't asked him, this is the first you've heard of it, but who knows. We may be able to do the show and toast everybody. We'll organise that and see if that's possible when we get to the Airbnb and see how strong the internet is. You just never know, but I'll have the laptop. And if not, we will go outside and we will create a new patio for them with our phalanges, tessellations and all of that. Thank you so much for watching. It's been absolutely fantastic. Enjoy yourselves. Thanks to Elaine. Thanks to Fiona Cooper for the lovely book and the trip to the Bluebell. Thanks to Joe Smith for my lovely smellies and things. Thanks to Nigel Sadler for the wonderful thing. Don't forget you can download the calendar and all that. Thanks to you lot for watching, and take care. Look after yourselves. See you in a week. In the meantime, keep going back to the Facebook page at baldexplorer.com and the Facebook page, etc., etc. You know the stuff. And until the next time, it's been absolutely superb. Take care, one and all, and goodbye. Goodbye.